Hi everyone. So I'm Marie-Gilles and I'm working with the E180 team for the AIEC Braindate event. And it's my pleasure to introduce you to my colleague Dominica, who will lead the webinar for today.
Thank you so much. Hello. Yes, my name is Domenica, and my role with E180 is as a virtual learning concierge, which you will get to know a little bit more about as we go through our webinar. But basically, I am here for participants to help guide and facilitate and make sure that meaningful connections are made seamlessly, and you always have access to human support throughout your event. So we will probably get to know each other a little bit better, but for today, I'm just going to share my screen at the moment. It's my pleasure to give you kind of a little primer and introduction to what Braindate is, what we're all about, the kind of one-on-one or group conversations and meetings you're going to join, and how to kind of access the platform and click around and have a good time. So how this will go is I will go pretty swiftly just through a little presentation that we've prepared to give you a primer, and then I will log in to the platform, and I feel like that part is really beneficial to actually see in context what it looks like to be on the Braindate platform, how to create a topic in our idea marketplace, how to connect with others. So we will see that together live, and Marie-Gilles is here to help me so we can connect together and show you what it looks like on that end. So welcome. Your login is aiec.braindate.com/signup. So we have the link throughout the presentation, and I'm sure you will receive a copy of this, so it's easy to access for you. And when you log into the platform, you're directly in the marketplace of ideas, which we will see. But a quick why Braindate. So Braindates are the best way to meet, connect, and learn from your peers. They are authentic, intentional conversations around shared interests. So as you might notice, I am in my living room / office / kitchen in my apartment in Montreal, Quebec, Canada. So we are all sort of in a similar situation together where we are no longer congregating at the moment in physical spaces, but we can still congregate virtually and share a virtual space together and hopefully bring some of that human connection and human connectedness to the process of having events and conferences online. And I think that's what Braindate is really trying to do, is to have that human experience, emulate that experience of making connections with people you wouldn't usually cross paths with, even if we're not going to be sharing a convention center together. So I really appreciate this because I miss interacting with people. So it's a great way to learn from your peers, to get different perspectives on objectives that you have or areas of interest, and to seek knowledge. And I think that the most meaningful connections that I have made with people have been when we have learned something new together, or I've learned something new from someone, or we've swapped information in that way. I feel like that person has sticked in my brain and in my life for the future onwards. So Braindates really help make those connections and facilitate that peer-to-peer learning piece. So on a more practical level, a Braindate, which used to happen in person at live events and conferences, at the moment we are being hosted virtually. So it is a group or one-on-one knowledge sharing meeting. And what knowledge sharing means to you is completely adaptable. It is not a lecture. It is not a PowerPoint presentation. You are not like facilitating a conference panel discussion. It's really a conversation that is laid back and can be as kind of personal, soft skill level dialogue, or as niche and technical and specific to your industry as you would like. Because at a conference, when you meet up with someone, you're not always going to talk shop 100% of the time. You're going to engage in a more loose and conversational way as well. So the topics that you can post in the marketplace of ideas, we will see soon, but knowledge sharing can be broadly defined. You book it on the Braindate platform before or during the event, and then you connect virtually on the platform. And there's always a human facilitator online as well present to make sure everything is going smoothly for you. So for ambassadors, we kind of view you as the how should I put this, the influencers of the event. So we want you to populate the idea marketplace with a bunch of topics and ideas to share, so that when everyone else, all the other participants log on, it's a bit less intimidating to dip your foot in and join a conversation, or, you know, prompt someone else to join a conversation with you. So a big takeaway is that we want you to create topics in the marketplace. You are also invisible on the platform until you create a topic. So no one can kind of search you out or find you until you dip your foot in and post something. So that's why we really encourage that as the first step in the process. Here is a lovely selection of topics that we were able to pull from last year's events. You can see, sort of get an idea of what you will maybe be brainstorming when you're on the platform and thinking about what to share. Tips on how to craft a proposal for AIEC 2021, how you support international student academic transition and success. It's just a really nice variety here. And this is just to give you an idea of what people would be and are connecting about using this sort of platform and this avenue. When we get onto the platform, you will see that when you do want to dip your foot in and post a topic to connect on, you will have two different formats available to you. You can connect one-on-one for a 30-minute meeting with someone, which is a more deep dive and a bit more personal, because just you and another person, and I kind of love the connections that are made that way. So sharing tips and tricks on some industry-specific topic, getting someone else's perspective. If someone has a particular expertise that they're offering to share knowledge on and you want to kind of soak that up in your brain too, these one-on-one meetings, 30 minutes, are perfect for that. And you negotiate a time with the other person. Versus a small group meeting or Braindate is 45 minutes long to allow more time and space for a multitude of perspectives. So it's the host plus 4 other people, so 5 in total can join a group Braindate. And this is also really great for brainstorming, for multiple perspective sharing. It's really great to share takeaways at the end of this. You have enough time to accomplish all of that and meet several different people at once. And if you are the host, you get to set the time, which is also very nice. So you decide what time is appropriate to meet, and other people opt into that time. So it's a bit less of a negotiation. So just to show you sort of the workflow, number one priority, as I said, is to create a topic so that you can be visible on the platform and ready to engage. So create your own topic so that others can invite you on a Braindate or join your group. Explore the topic marketplace. So once you've posted a topic, you might want to join other conversations that are happening. I find it so engaging and exciting to see what other people are looking to connect on. And it often sparks new ideas in your brain as well. So have fun looking through the marketplace. Join group Braindates and propose a time to meet for one-on-ones or opt in for groups. And then when the event's happening, you meet on the platform. The Learning Concierge is online to make sure that if you log in and you sort of forget everything we've just learned in the webinar and you're just like, where do I go now? I'm here to help you and I can help direct you, as I would in person at a live conference. I keep my eye out for anyone who is online and maybe seems a bit confused or who needs a little help joining, or, you know, I like to check in and make sure everything's going okay. But yeah, during your meeting time, you join your video call and connect with your peers, and you get notified via email or SMS, text messaging, whatever you set in your preferences, how you would like to receive those notifications to prompt you to join your Braindate. And as we have this little notification down here, so Firefox, Safari, and Chrome are the recommended browsers, I will say. So please, if you can use one of these browsers for a more seamless experience, that would be the best thing to do. And today, log in and create your topic. So we are going to log in together and click around on the platform, and hopefully the actionable takeaway from today will be that you are empowered and confident to go in and create a topic. Pre-event, before things get started, again, browse topics, send and respond to invitations, and, you know, pack up your schedule with as much bandwidth as you have to engage with others. And then during the event, you log in and you just have a great time connecting. These tips and tricks, I am going to pass through this quickly, I think, because I'd rather show you on the platform than just read them here out of context. But basically, in the marketplace, there's a search bar, sort, and filter feature so that we can tune in to conversations that are relevant to us quicker than just scrolling through everything, if that is what you want to do. You can add your mobile phone number to receive SMS messages about your upcoming brain dates. For me, with a very packed schedule, I always try to put in my SMS because I find the text messages are very helpful to remind me of what's coming up in my day if I have a few brain dates scheduled. If you create a group brain date, you can't change the time once people have joined your group. So if you set it at a specific time and then 4 people join and you have to cancel it, that would be what you would do. You would cancel it and maybe repost it for a different time, but you can't just tweak the time so you don't catch anyone off guard because everyone is busy and everyone is making lots of different connections. The chat feature is me, the learning concierge. So on the Braindate platform, you can connect to me at any time when the event is live, or one of my colleagues, depending. I am the lead concierge, but we often have other trained learning concierges to cover some shifts. So either I or one of my colleagues will be online and very excited to guide you, help you set learning intentions if that's what you need, craft the perfect topic, any tech support if that comes up during the event, you have someone to go to. There is also number 5 here. When you schedule a group brain day or confirm a one-on-one, you can use the calendar button to add it to your personal calendar. So there is a way to sync your calendar on the platform, but it is a one-way sync. So other people, when they are inviting you to connect one-on-one, can see that times have been blocked off. If you sync your personal calendar, they don't see any personal information, but they just see that you're busy, so they can't try to book you for that time. And then there's a button to add that to your personal calendar as well. So you do have to have that extra step of adding it to your calendar if you would like. But this is a great way to cut down on that negotiation of times, which I will show you when we get onto the platform. And then that leads into 6, you can sync in your Google or Office calendars to make it easier to find a time to meet. Okay, easy breezy, beautiful. This lovely green cast on my face. Let's escape from the presentation here for a second. And I'd like to show you what your sign-up page will look like. Okay, so signup.braindate.com. You're gonna come onto this AIEC Braindate page, landing page over here. So if you're signing up for the first time, you would just click sign up. And then it brings you here. The activation code is AIEC Connect. And you would click next. And then you would put in your email and a password. Since I have already signed up, it's kind of like on those cooking shows where they show you how to do something and then pull out the pie already made from the oven. So with the magic of Zoom webinars, I already have my profile and everything set up. So once you sign up and go through that process and log in for the first time, you will be brought here to the marketplace. So this is the first thing that you see when you log in. Let me make this bigger here. Oops. There we go. So we're in the marketplace. We can see that we have 3 topics posted here. We have a group brain date, a one-on-one, and another group. And this is where you land on when you get to your Braindate platform. So because the main actionable takeaway from today is I want you to post a topic, I will do that myself here so you can see what that flow is like. So if you look on the left side here, we're in the market. Then the very next option here is a new topic. Your brain dates folder, you can see all the brain dates you've scheduled coming up, your profile, and then a little how-to. But we want to post a topic. So I will go for I'm going to go for a group. Okay, and I had this queued up and ready to go. What assessment tools do you use to assess your programs and and advising effectiveness. I have borrowed this topic from last year, but I think it's a nice effective sample. I'm actually going to post sample here so I could remember to delete this. I don't want to I don't want to mar up your lovely marketplace, but here we go. This is my topic. What inspired this topic? I'm going to put a little more context. Looking to share knowledge and gain insights on. There we go. So sometimes I use this to position myself as if I feel like I'm offering some expertise, or if I feel like I'm really looking to gain knowledge from someone else, or if I just want to explain why the topic I'm posting excites me personally, you can add a little context here. And then you need to add at least one keyword, and you can add up to 5. This allows people to filter through topics and find relevant topics easier. So I might put here assessment tools. And even if someone searches assessment only, they will still find this under assessment tools. So they don't need to search the exact full keyword. So don't worry about creating like 2-word keywords. Maybe advisory programs. Let's leave it at that. So I'm okay with that. And then we click next. And then because it is a group and I am the host, I can select the time, which is handy. So as you can see here, it reminds you of what time zone you're in. I have already set my time zone, but I'll show you how you can set yours in a minute. This is very important because one of the benefits of connecting virtually is that we can be anywhere in the world. But then one of the trickier bits is that sometimes we're all on different time zones, and that could kind of affect how successfully we meet up with our Braindate partners. So I'm in the right time zone here, but it shows you. And then pick a time. Here you can see that there are lines blocking out here because the platform is not going to be live during these times, so it doesn't even let you select them. It shows you where you do have the option to select. So let's just say I've already, let's just arbitrarily pick this as our time and post. So now I get the prompt to post this or share this on social media if I want. So post on social media so more people know they can talk to you about this. You can share by clicking into your topic details. So let's view the topic right now. It brings me to the topic details so I can proofread it, be like, I like it. The inspiration is nice. And then I have the tweet or the share button here. So I decide to tweet this, you would have to log into your Twitter account. I believe I'm already logged into mine here. Yes. So then it generates this for you. Feel free to tweak it, but this is what gets generated here with the hashtags with a link, and you would click tweet and off you go. The same for LinkedIn over here. And then we can see the time. If you want to edit your topic, you can definitely do so. Like I said, once people have joined the group, you can't edit the time anymore. You would have to cancel and repost. But if you want to edit any of the texts or the keywords here, that is very easy to do. Or you can go ahead and cancel because no one has joined because I just posted this. So I'll go back for now. So once you post your topic, this is the sort of chat feature in the platform to chat with participants. So this little bubble here would be to chat with the learning concierge. And when I'm or one of my colleagues is online, there will be a label up here that says learning concierge. Right now, no one is online, so you're brought to a form to fill out, which will be sent to my email, and I'll respond to you by email as soon as I can. But right now, no one is online for the learning concierge because the event is not live. But if you want to chat with other participants or other potential group joinees, you can type in here, looking forward to this group, Braindate. Here's my website. Let's say if I wanted to share that. Now this gets added to the chat on the platform, so whenever anyone joins, they can see this, they can respond. And here is where you can add it to your calendar. You just click this little add button. You can also choose to receive a text reminder if you'd like on the day of, so you can do that here. Then cancel, edit, and the join video call is not lit up right now, but don't fear, it lights up 5 minutes before your meeting time. So you can get in there 5 minutes early and get settled in, but it won't allow you to join if we're so far out from the event. Let's click, let's go to the market, back to the marketplace. So now we can see my sample here. These bubbles are just waiting to be filled with photos of folks who want to join in on my conversation. But I think I'm going to now join a one-on-one with Marie-Gilles. So let's say I'm going to click on her topic here. And when you click on the topic, you see I get a bit more about her, get her lovely photo here. The in life, I'm also which is just a fun, nice additional thing. And I want to invite her to a virtual brain date. So this is a one-on-one topic she's looking to connect on. And I'm going to invite her to a brain date with me. So I already have a brain date with her here in my calendar, but let's see. I want to connect with her about this topic. Looks like, yes. I can see my group brain date that I posted, so I can't double book myself, which is nice. 4 a.m., why not? Marie-Gilles will be awake. She has children. I'll propose this time, and let's say this time. You can propose up to 3 different times. Continue. I love that this pops up again with the time zone. So when you are proposing times, it'll alert you that your calendar is using the following time zone. You can change it in your preferences if it's not the right thing to do, or I understand the time zone is correct for me. And you can send a little hello. Great. Now in our brain date folder here, we have invitations. We have invited Marie-Gilles, and we're awaiting their response. So she will receive a notification on the platform and also via email and respond, and then we will receive a notification and we'll know that we have joined up. If the times don't work, she will propose times back to me, and I'll either accept or we'll keep going until we lock in a time. And then confirmed. We've already been playing around on the platform a bit, so I've already confirmed this one with Marie-Gilles that we saw in my calendar before. There's this sample that I have posted, which is confirmed, and then people will join in, and then I have canceled one previously. So I think before I ask Marie-Gilles to weigh in and ask some questions and maybe direct me to certain places to show off, I will say that your profile is very important. It's kind of like the mainframe. So when you click to your profile here, you are brought to where you can upload a photo, you can see how many brain dates you have, you can update this information and allow us to know what you're sharing knowledge about. You can edit that very simply here, link in your socials. So don't want to update because I think I'm happy with the way it is. This gear up in the top right will bring you to your preferences, which is where you'll be able to set your time zone correctly. So I'm in Montreal, but we're in the same time zone in Toronto, so that is fine. I'm happy with that. You can test your audio and video here, which I suggest doing before your brain date, just to make sure that your browser permissions are up to date, your camera and microphone are working correctly. If we click here, you see, because in Chrome, it'll ask me, AIEC Braindate.com wants to access your microphone and your camera. So please click allow, because that will, when you join your call, you'll be all set up. Allow. And it's very meta now. We can see my camera is working. You can test turning on and off your camera. You can adjust your settings here. Report a problem if you're experiencing any bugs. Now I'll just go back. If you do experience problems live while you are going on your brain date, I'm there to help troubleshoot, so no worries. But this just takes away any of that anxiety over whether your camera and microphone will work. It's fun to test it here. And you can adjust your preferences for how you would like to be contacted, whether just email or whether you want to click a little check to those SMS text messages. It's up to you. And you can change your email, change your password, log out, etc. So the preferences really, I just wanted to draw your attention to this time zone thing here, the notifications, what suits you best, and maybe to test your audio and video beforehand.
And if I may just say that the time zone for our event will be set in Australian time, so EST time, so like based in Melbourne time. So by default, it'll be that time setting for everyone. And if ever you're actually located in another time zone, like ourselves, me and Dom are actually in Canada, so then we would go into our profile and then change it to our time. So this way it helps us to make sure that we're not booking your Braindate at 4 a.m., for instance, but rather at a time that would both suit our time zones location. So that's just that little notification. And then if you're going back to the topic marketplace, I think we could end the demo by showing how easy it is to actually jump into a group Braindate. As Dominica mentioned, the one-on-one it's a mutual agreement where two people are meeting. So you are sending an invitation, and then the person who's proposing the topic get to choose who's joining and to confirm or decline. As opposed to a group, it's actually the host that do decide a preset time, and then people are just joining. So it's a really easy way to get started and to try a group conversation. And then you would also see within just underneath the participant, now it's just showing me as the host, but then as soon as Dominica will join, it will show also our profile. So this way you're able to see who else is in discussion to that specific group. So it's as easy as just showed, you're already in, and you know that you have this Braindate that is being confirmed. So that's always a quick way in. Then I guess you can also just keep, if you're going back to the marketplace, and then underneath the search also, yeah, you can see that now we're in, and use the search like Dominica said before to just try to find like new topics that are being posted. You also have the sort option to sort the marketplace by newest content. So if you've been on the platform a few days and then now you just want to see what's new, you can do so, and then you'll be able to browse and then just add more Braindates to our 2 days of Braindating. And then you can again filter it by one-on-one or then groups format. And I think that concludes pretty well the demo part of our webinar. Again, if you have any question, I guess the quickest way is to really go onto the Braindate platform and then use the chat learning concierge to either speak live with us or just enter your question or need for support within the form that is available so that we can get in touch via email to help you promptly. Dama, do you want to say some last comments or things that...
Yes, I was just showing when a little dot appears on the bell here, it just means that you have like a notification so that you have not checked yet. So confirmed invite here, asking you to click on it, and you can see the proposed times and then either reschedule, agree, etc. So if you ever see like a little green dot, that means you have some notifications to check here. And I guess the last thing, just if it suits you in your profile topics, availability is the last little piece here. If you do want to sync up your calendars, please feel free, and that will just help people not book you during times where you've already blocked off or you already have a Braindate. So that will cut down on that like negotiation back and forth a little bit. But other than that, I think that is a really great primer. Again, there are so many resources to help support you. If you feel like this was a lot of information to digest, please just reach out for support at any time, and I would be glad to answer as quickly as I can and get you up and running and answer any queries that you may have. But other than that, we're looking forward to such a successful partnership and event, and I can't wait to see what is going to be populated in the marketplace. I love looking through the topics. So that would be your first goal, your first mission now after getting off of this webinar, is to go and post a topic in the marketplace so that you are visible and can begin connecting and having authentic conversations where you learn something from someone. And that is it.
Thank you so much for attending the webinar, and we'll see you online.
Bye. Thank you.
Cheers.